What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here with the Del Sol today, and we're gonna give it a quick wash just because it's been kind of getting just dirty for the past month now, or a few weeks. I haven't really had it for a month quite yet, but we're gonna get that all cleaned up. And one way I wanted to clean it up was to give it its first official mod. To start off with, I have, well, first of all, this is also why I want to give it a wash, some bird shit, but the first official things that have been fixed on the car already were the third brake light was out. Put a really good used one in, and it lights up really well. And also went ahead and fixed the outer door handle, so that's now fixed. I was going to video those, but fortunately the door handle became a lot more of a hassle than I wanted it to be, and I just lost the want to kind of film it. So, but those were installed finally. I did get them installed in one night, on a weekday, so it wasn't that long. It just took a lot more thinking than I was willing to talk about. But yeah, one of the first official mods that I'm at least going to do, since this car is already modified, is actually something that I think will fit it really well, since it's already been lowered on some really nice coilovers, and we're actually gonna kind of want to wait for Brandon to get here so he can see them too, but we'll show you in just a second. I'm gonna wait for Brandon to get here because he's a very good detailer. He's gonna help me get this thing all cleaned up and everything. So we'll see you in just a second once he gets back. I actually lied. I do want to go ahead and just film him. I can't wait. He's taking his time getting over here with, he is gathering a few things to help me clean the car with, so I don't blame him. But so right now, the Del Sol, it's on some stock wheels. I know y'all probably thought that was already figured out that's what it was gonna be. I've only told a few people so far, some people at work, some of my friends like Jordan and Ron and Michael. They all think they're pretty cool looking. So because these are small, oversized profile wheels and tires, I decided to go ahead and get this Del Sol a brand new set of wheels. And I'm trying to resist showing y'all because I really, oh man, I can't. All right. We got some Kose K1 Racing wheels. So these, let's just say the OEM wheels on the Honda are 14s. Let's double check it just so I make sure I don't, yeah. So they're 14s, these wheels. Tiny. I'm so used to 18s and 19s with this and the G35 when I had it. Even the Sentra had 17s on it, and they were 4-lug, which is a really bad combo. But these are 14s. So in order to kind of eliminate some of this profile right here and just, well, hold on. Amazon guy's here, so let me get that situated. My apologies on that, guys. Amazon guy just left. He was blaring some music. I'm not trying to get copyright strikes. So anyways, these are 14s, very small wheels. As you can see, flare out, like the face comes outward. I mean, I really like these stock wheels. I like the like little hump they have in them. It's very cool looking wheels for factory Honda wheels. These and S2000 wheels are some of my favorite factory Honda wheels, other than obviously the ones that come on the Type R and Tegras, but I'm talking realistic here. Anyway, so these are 14s. They're 5.5 wide, 14 by 5.5, and they are a 65 profile, so they've got a pretty thick sidewall, pretty big sidewall there. Whereas I went ahead with the Kose K1s. These are a 15, so I went up a size, and they are 7 inches wide. So definitely getting a little closer to the wideness of them. Whenever Brandon gets here and we actually start taking the old wheels off, I'll compare these side by side with the other ones, but those are also wrapped in some Starfire, which are some Cooper Tire off-brand tires. I got these wrapped in some Continental Extreme Contact Sport tires. As you can see, they've got a really nice tread pattern on them, so they're gonna provide a decent amount of grip. They are I believe it was a 300 plus tread wear, and then I think it was 350 or something like that. Anyways, they're really good. I've seen these are on Ron's. I think he's got the Continental Extreme Contacts, and they're handled on the, I don't know if y'all remember from the Hyundai Veloster in review video, but taking that car down a back road, it hooked, and it's heavier than the Del Sol for sure. But yeah, so these are 15 by 7, and the tires that I put on there are 205 50. So now we went up a size in wheel, and then we went down a size in profile. So up an increment in wheel, down an increment in profile. And 205, like I said, going from 185 to 205 is a pretty decent width difference. These are going to be insane. I feel like they're going to look good, and also with them kind of not, they do look pretty flat faced, but they actually kind of have a bit of concave in. So they should, with the offset, which is a plus 38, 15 by 7 plus 38, should put it almost perfectly flush, maybe just a little bit tucked in the fender. I know it looks like the front fenders have a little bit more tucked than the rear, but maybe it's just how I'm seeing it. They probably have the same. So it should push them out just a little bit more, give it a lot better look. So now that I've introduced the new wheels and tires setup that's gonna be on the Del Sol, we're gonna wait for Brandon to get here so we can get this thing kind of cleaned up, get these shined up, make sure the wheels look really good, and then toss it all on and torque it down. Unfortunately, I do want to say, so whenever I bought these, I got these from Tire Rack, and Tire Rack surprisingly has a decent selection when it comes to smaller wheel and tire brands, like Koenig's, and Koenig's a really good brand. I'm actually planning on getting some for the G here soon so I can make it more track worthy. But that's where I found these Koseis, and they sell you, and for like $15 more, you can get these Kosei K1 center caps. Well, they don't say anything or have any Kosei. Luckily, Tire Rack is kind enough to include these hub-centric rings, since these are not hub-centric wheels, and include the lug nuts that you will need, which are a different degree of acorn compared to the factory ones. So they were nice enough to do that, but unfortunately they did not give me actual Kosei K1 racing center caps. I'll show y'all what those are supposed to look like. It is a kind of a bummer. I might try to just print a circular sticker or like something like that to put right here, so that way I can make them say Kosei, because an actual set of Kosei K1 racing center caps that are just like this, look just like this too, but they have the thing in there, they cost $50 for the set, or for one at least, but those are discontinued, so getting them is it's a no-go. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, they were at least kind enough to give us those and the hub-centric rings that are made of plastic. But I was a little bit, upset when I saw that. But who cares? We're gonna get these installed as soon as Brandon gets here and see what this thing looks like, all cleaned up and new wheels and everything. So see you in a minute. All right. Brandon has arrived. He's got the tire shine, and he's gonna help out with getting these all cleaned up and looking not so crummy like they do from the factory. We're gonna also clean the car, and then once we've cleaned the car and these are all shined up, we'll slap them on, see how it looks. So I'm not gonna video us actually cleaning the car. I mean, although it probably could, it's a very small car. Yeah. But we'll see. This is let's just show how dirty it is right now. That's how dirty it is. It's pretty filthy. So we're gonna clean it, get it all shiny, maybe fix up the windows as much as we can, getting those cleaned up, and then we'll get back once it's clean. All right, look how clean this thing is. It's like a mirror, and when the water hits it, of course, there's already crap landing on it, of course. But when the water hits it, it just beads right off. Obviously, once it dries up, it's not gonna be like that. But all that dirt is now off of it. This paint's actually really good on the back right here. I just want to get a Del Sol emblem to put underneath the lock, like from the factory. I feel like that'd look really cool. But yeah, got it all cleaned up. It took like no time, maybe 15-20 minutes. Yeah, because obviously I had him helping me. But yeah, and then now he's actually washing off the tires and stuff right now. I'm gonna spray them off, and then gonna put some tire shine on them, make them really stand out. So surprisingly, it may not look like it, but this car is actually too low to use my jack that I have here to jack it up. And my red low profile jack is at Brandon's house right now for the work he's doing on his Mustang. So we're gonna have to break it out to this, which is what it came with. Basically it's like a crank style scissor jack, floor jack. We're gonna use that, get it up. Brandon's about to start tire shining those up, and then I'm gonna show the install on these.
This is basically a Del Sol with no front wheel, and that's because we're changing it out, obviously.
Got the front wheel off, front driver wheel. So just gonna compare the differences. This is one increment down on sidewall, and it looks a lot different. It's crazy.
One
Increment down. So this is a 60. This is a
65.
65. That's a 50. Okay, so it's an increment and a half or so. 2-3 increments. I don't know. Anyways, it's a pretty big difference in width too. If you compare the two, you can grab that one and like just hold it up. Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but like that I'm gonna feel this definitely while driving. So this will be great to see. All right, that looks so much nicer than the rear. Now with these, I think I might be able to lower down the profile or lower down the actual ride height, because those were the taller profile almost are at the fender, whereas these are a lot lower. Plus I think this is gonna have to settle some. Once it settles, it should look like it should be a little bit lower, but it won't change by much. But I think that looks great. How about you, Brand? It's a Meteor tire setup too. Like the tire just looks aggressive on it. So we're gonna get the last 3 on and then get this finished up. Take it for a ride. All right, there are the wheels on the car now, and as you can see, they actually almost flush it out, almost fully get flushed out on the against the fenders. Definitely a lot closer. It looks good. A lot wider. So I'm gonna move the cars around real quick, and we're gonna go for a ride, see how it hooks, or how it feels at least with the new wheels and everything. You hear all the rocks it's throwing into the fenders?
Yeah. I don't know if it was, no, it was when we were doing something else. It was like at night, I think. I don't know. No, it was, yeah, it was.
It really grips.
I feel it.
It's very, yeah. Holy shit, that's great.
I like that. Not only does it perform well, it looks good too.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tested to see with tires which wheels were lighter, and it felt like they almost weighed the same, and the OEMs were slightly heavier maybe. According to Brandon, that's what they felt like.
Yeah.
So I feel like with me getting a bigger size and a wider width than the factory wheels and everything, and them still being lighter, like that's a big improvement.
Ain't a damn spaceship cut.
Granted, this doesn't make like easy. This is about to be the test right here.
Oh yeah.
Just right there, I could tell it wants to stick to the road so well.
Yeah,
It does
it does feel good. Like,
now I just gotta look into some sway bars to help eliminate some of that body roll that I can feel happen whenever I get a turn. It's so planted that it wants to just lean over instead of slide now. So
yeah,
now I'm looking into some sway bars and some better, like, stiffer arms and stuff like that.
yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, because these sway bars are what?
They're like, I mean, they're like this big. They're tiny.
Oh, hell no.
Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. You can probably tell by the facial hair I have on me now that this is actually a little while after that I recorded all that. G's alternator went out, so it's now over there. My hands are dirty because I just worked on the Del Sol. And as you can see, the Del Sol now has a Integra Type R spoiler on there, and I think it looks really good. I didn't video this because it was kind of like it came in and I just installed it, but I think it looks great. Everyone says they love it, so I hope you guys enjoy that. That looks awesome in my opinion. Really gives it the 90s JDM look. So anyways, about the wheels, I think they're great. I've been driving on them for a while now, and they still have plenty of tire left. They don't wear through like they have for the G before, or like the G35 on some more sportier contact kind of tires. Definitely gonna say upgrade your wheels to a little bit wider width. Doesn't even have to be that much. Wheels and tires. Definitely the best thing I could have done for this car so far. It handles amazingly down back roads. Definitely like the wing. Just did the thermostat and all that because it went out on me last night, and car's running great again. G's alternator went out, so we're going to be working on that here soon. Be on the lookout for a video in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be working on getting the alternator changed, new belt, oil change, and then I'm doing the full drivetrain because I have someone popping off shots clearly. But I have the diff, a Coolerworks shifter for the trans, and an aluminum single piece drive shaft. And I have to do a clutch kit, so I'm gonna be doing that throughout a couple weekends as I'll be using the garage. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like the wheels and the way the Del Sol's coming together so far. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.